It is very disappointing to see how this second drug in less than 1 year that had been conditionally approved by NICE in the UK has now been withdrawn from the market. I mean, it is important to remember that Voxelotor has been withdrawn because it was deemed to be unsafe for our patients. So I think the fact that an unsafe drug has now been withdrawn from access is something which is good. And this is, I think, we should, despite the fact that our patients will be extremely disappointed, they should also be reassured that actually the potential harm from the drug has now been mitigated by removing it. I think we need a lot more investigation about what happened, what are the reasons as to why the drug was withdrawn. We don't have all that information right now, but I'm sure that Pfizer will want to let us know what the sort of adverse effects of the drug that made the company decide to withdraw this drug. In terms of your question about what would happen to the patient landscape, I think many patients, but not so much in pediatrics, but certainly there are many adult patients who have been using it for some time. And I think sickle cell in patients with younger patients is quite different from sort of slightly older patients who have reduced erythropoiesis for whatever reason. And I think some of them will be in a position where they do not have another drug to fall back on for whatever reason, whether they do not respond to hydroxyurea, whether they are unable to take hydroxyurea due to adverse effects. So there will be a void in that area. I feel that there will be slightly increased uptake in red cell transfusions in those patients who are able to improve their hemoglobin simply by taking Voxelotor. But I think it's important to realize that, I go back to what I said earlier, that it was a drug that was potentially harmful, and therefore the fact that it has been removed from the market is an important thing. I think what really worries me to a certain extent is that given that we have had a few drugs being withdrawn in the market, whether the interest among the pharmaceutical companies in investing huge amounts of money that is, clearly needed for drug development, whether people will take a step back. I hope not. I hope that more and more people are interested in this space. Certainly we've seen that there's going to, hopefully, after the approval of the gene therapy for thalassaemia in the UK, in the form of Casgevy, which is the gene editing molecule, I'm hoping that there will be more interest, and the withdrawing of this Pfizer drug, hot on the heels of withdrawal of the Novartis drug, will not deter people from investing in drug development in sickle cell.